Guys, at this point, you've seen me illustrate on the iPad probably over 100 times by now. Crazy enough, the one thing we haven't actually done is a paper and pen illustration. So for this video, I decided no sketches, no brainstorming. I'm just gonna take a blank piece of paper. I'm gonna fill it up with my illustrations. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Alright guys, so like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to be doing an illustration, but I'm not going to be doing it on the iPad like every other video we do. I'm just going to do it old-fashioned. I'm going to get a piece of paper, I'm going to get a Sharpie, and I'm just going to sketch out whatever comes into my brain, and I'm going to put it onto the paper, and I'm going to let you guys watch the process. I think the biggest hurdle that I had to get over when I was working on this was just not being afraid of putting some ink on some white paper. I feel like I've gotten really comfortable illustrating on the iPad because I can just edit undo. But now I had to tell myself, I can do this. It's okay if I make a mistake, we know how to fix it. So I think that was the biggest hurdle I found when I was doing this final piece on a piece of paper instead of digital. If I were to do this video again, I think what I would do at the beginning is maybe get a list, have ChatGPT just give me a bunch of items that maybe I could go through and illustrate. I kind of found it hard to start thinking of objects once the piece was starting to get more and more full. I was like, what do I put here? I really don't know. But as you see, I figured it out. I thought of some things, but that started becoming a problem for me. I think once I got to this point, I was feeling pretty confident. I was like, we've got a lot of ink on here. I haven't messed it up too bad. So I was like, yeah, let's keep going. I'm getting excited and I knew what was coming next. So I just wanted to keep going and pushing. If you watch my videos and you typically do digital illustration like I do, I would totally recommend you trying this out. I felt like it got me out of my comfort zone, but my creativity was so sparked doing this challenge. At first, I feel like I might have been a little shaky, but by the end of this, I felt like my lines were nice and smooth, my strokes were confident. Seriously, it was just a good challenge and I totally recommend it. Alright guys, we got the simple black and white illustration in a good place, so now it's time for the best part. Let's add some color. So these markers, funny story, this is actually how this whole video came into my head. I was at this store called Pop Shelf, which is kind of like Dollar General or other little cheap stores, and they had this whole box of markers in there, a 36 count. And I was like, I gotta grab those. I think they were 10 bucks, and that inspired me to do this whole video actually. For 10 bucks, I mean, you really can't beat this. You'll see how it turns out. You can see the quality of it for yourself, but I was stoked on them. I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna pick those up. I'm really not sure what they're going for on Amazon, but I'll make sure to link that in my description if you wanted to grab some of these. I went back and forth on how I wanted to color this in. You'll see I decided on this kind of different style where I color the outside edge of a lot of them. Some pieces I will fill in completely, but I thought this gave it a cool kind of sketch look and I ran with it, so I hope you guys like it. The tips on these markers were super cool too. It almost felt like I was painting. It was really responsive. The ink stayed well within the lines. It was really smooth. I thought it was a good experience. I was really happy with how the layering worked too. I was able to do a lighter coat with the first marker and then come back through with a darker marker and add those shadows. This gave a lot of these illustrations a lot more depth, and I was happy these markers were able to achieve that. Well guys, after all that, here it is, the final illustration. Guys, I had a blast with today's video. What did you think? I really want to know in the comments below. Should we do more videos like this, or should I just jump back onto the iPad? If you guys liked the video, you already know what to do. Until the next one, peace.